Village golden hour establishing shot. Imagine waking up every morning, knowing you could be great. Knowing deep inside there's fire in you. But instead, you pull the blanket over your head and whisper, tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. What if tomorrow never comes? Today, I'm going to tell you the story of a boy who almost wasted his whole life on that single word, tomorrow. And how one single day changed everything. Arjun walking away on village path at sunset. This is the story of Arjun. A 17-year-old boy from a small town in India. Everyone in the neighborhood knew him. Not because he was brilliant or hardworking, but because he was the king of laziness. Close-up of Arjun under blanket, tired eyes. Arjun's day started at 11 a.m. He would roll out of bed, grab his phone, and scroll for hours. Homework. I'll do it later. Exams. There's still time. Even simple chores his mother asked for, taking out the trash, buying milk, he'd say, in 5 minutes, Ma, and 5 minutes would turn into 5 hours. Arjun lying on bed scrolling phone in messy room. His father was a school bus driver. Simple man, tired eyes, but always proud that his son would one day become something big. Teachers used to call Arjun to the staff room and say, "Boy, you're smart. You get good marks when you actually try. Why are you throwing your life away?" Arjun would just smile, shrug, and go back to his bed. Friends stopped inviting him to study groups. Even his little sister started teasing him. "Anna, when you grow up, will you still live in this room and sleep all day?" Arjun would laugh it off, but late at night, when the house was silent, a tiny voice inside him would ask, "Is this really it? Is this who I'm going to be forever?" Old alarm clock showing 11 a.m. with unopened books. Then came the day everything cracked open. Class 12 board exams were only 2 months away. One evening, Arjun's father came home earlier than usual. He looked broken. He sat on the old wooden chair and called Arjun. "Son, today the school principal called me." Arjun's heart dropped. "The teachers say if you don't wake up now, you will fail. Not just one subject, everything." His father's voice started shaking. "I drive a bus 14 hours a day so you can study and have a better life than me. If you fail, what was all this pain for?" Arjun on floor, father's silhouette in doorway. For the first time in years, Arjun saw tears in his father's eyes. That night, Arjun couldn't sleep. He kept hearing his father's words again and again. He opened his books, stared at them, and felt the heaviest weight on his chest. He realized, I have wasted so much time. 2 months left. Everyone has already studied everything. I know nothing. Panic. Shame. Anger at himself. He wanted to cry, but even tears felt lazy, they wouldn't come out. Arjun on knees in dim room, books thrown around. Next morning, he tried to study. Opened the physics book, read 2 lines, phone buzzed. 30 minutes gone. Tried math, felt sleepy after 10 minutes. By evening, he had studied exactly 22 minutes. He threw the book across the room and shouted, "I can't. It's too late. I'm useless." He fell on the bed, face down, and stayed there till morning. Grandmother sitting beside Arjun on bed, but something strange happened the next day. His grandmother, who hardly ever spoke loudly, walked into his room. She was 78 years old, tiny, but her eyes were sharp. She sat beside him and said just one line, "Arjun, a river doesn't become deep by flowing fast one day. It becomes deep by flowing every single day, even when it feels slow, even when no one is watching." Then she left. That line hit harder than any scolding. Arjun at 4:30 a.m. writing the note at desk. That night, Arjun did something he had never done before. He took a pen and wrote on a paper, "I am not lazy. I am just scared of failing, so I never start. But from this moment, I choose to be uncomfortable every day, because being comfortable is killing my future." He tore off his poster from the wall, cleared his table, and put an alarm for 4:30 a.m. When the alarm rang the next morning, his body screamed, "Sleep." But he remembered his father's tears. He remembered his grandmother's river. He got up. First day, he studied 2 hours. Felt like dying. Second day, 2.5 hours. Third day, his body started waking up on its own. Arjun studying late night, father's photo on wall. He made a rule, phone only after 8 p.m. He stuck a photo of his father's tired face on the wall. Every time he felt like quitting, he looked at it and whispered, "Not for me. For him." Some days were terrible. He would study and understand nothing. He cried in the bathroom so no one would hear. But he kept showing up. Every single day. Arjun at sunrise, arms open, peaceful smile. 2 months later, the results came. Arjun didn't top the school, but he passed. With 78%. For the first time in his life, his father smiled so wide that tears came again, but happy ones. His teachers couldn't believe it. His friends who used to laugh at him now asked, "Bro, how did you do it?" And Arjun would just smile and say, "I stopped waiting to feel ready. I started being terrible at first, but I kept going. That's it. That's the whole secret." Older Arjun in his coaching classroom, note on wall. Today, years later, Arjun runs a small coaching center in his town. He teaches kids who feel lazy, who feel left behind. And on the wall of his classroom hangs that same piece of paper he wrote that night. "I am not lazy. I am just scared, but I choose to be uncomfortable every day." So here's the truth no one tells you: laziness isn't the problem. Fear is. Fear of failing. Fear of hard work. Fear that even after trying, you won't be enough. But listen to me. The moment you start, even when you're slow, even when you're shaky, that moment you have already beaten laziness. Your parents, your future, your dreams, they're all waiting. Not for a perfect version of you. They're waiting for the version that simply starts today. So get up. Open that book. Go for that run. Make that call. It's going to be uncomfortable. But on the other side of uncomfortable is the proudest version of you. I'll see you in the next story. Until then, prove yourself not to the world, but to the person in the mirror. You've got this.